I welcome everyone back on Victor Speaks. Thanks be to God Almighty for His protection over our lives. His name alone be praised forever. Today, what do I have for us? This harassment has to stop. This harassment has to stop. When we hear the word harassment, what does it mean? What do we understand by the word harassment? Harassment is simply defined as a behavior that annoys or troubles someone, which is done repeatedly. I repeat, it is a behavior that annoys or troubles someone, which is done repeatedly. The topic sounds like someone who is fed up with being ridiculed by a group of persons and wonders why he or she is a target of ridicule. Harassment is synonymous with being teased, and it has always existed. This draws us back to 2 Kings 2:23 to 25, where a group of young boys disrespectfully cried out to Elisha, "Go up, you bowed head! Go up, you bowed head!" And still, it exists today. We see many youths who incline themselves to make insulting and hurtful remarks about others. But what triggers harassment? Have we ever thought about this? What really triggers harassment? There are two major reasons why someone is a target of ridicule. Number one can be found in the book of Proverbs 14 verse 13, which says, "Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful." Let me take that line. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. So yeah, it means that even in laughter, the heart may be in pain. Laughter erupts when a group of youths harass someone. But then Isaiah 65 verse 14 concludes that they are not crying out joyfully because of the good condition of the heart. Yeah, it concludes that they are not crying out joyfully because of the condition of the heart. That laughter is only a mere disguise of inner confusion or mime. And behind this bumptiousness, the harassers or torturers might be saying, "We prefer to pull you down to make us feel better. We prefer to pull you down to make us feel better." They only try to hide their pain by inflicting pain on you. That is justice. And then number two, the second reason is jealousy. Jealousy. We know about Joseph's story, the young man whose blood brothers turned against because he was his dad's favorite. Jealousy can lead to defamation, castigation, and even result in contemplating murder, according to Genesis 37, verse 4, verse 11, and 29. That's why, even in schools today, we find brilliant students who are loved by their teachers get harassed by some of their colleagues. In another case, you see someone who wins a competition and you find some people not congratulate him or her, but rather insult or find frivolous reasons to reduce him to a size. Of course, these things happen. If you feel like you are a target of ridicule, do not take teasing seriously. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 9 says to you, "Do not hurry yourself in your spirit to be offended." Again, do not hurry yourself in your spirit to be offended. For the taking of offense is what rests in the bosom of the stupid ones. Yes, it hurts when someone pokes fun at your appearance, at your disability, or anything everything, etc. But have you ever considered what they say as simply irrelevant? Please, do from henceforth, because it doesn't change you for who you are. It shouldn't eat you badly, but rather turn it into humor. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 4 also says that there is a time to laugh, and taking offense at playful teasing may be an overreaction. The remarks of a tormentor can truly be painful, but always have it at the back of your mind that the ridiculer only wants to make you react and enjoy see you get annoyed to his own satisfaction. When you go defensive, burst into tears, or let other negative emotions take control of you, you only encourage them to keep up the harassment. The best way to act in this situation is to ignore. Oh, that word. Ignore. It is to ignore. Ignorance is a way of inflicting pain on the tormentor, and also a way of making him consider a change in his attitude when he eventually sees no reason for his action. Of course, Ecclesiastes 7 verse 21 instructs, do not give attention to all the words that people may say. Do not give attention to all the words that people may say. Many times, when you hear these hurtful remarks, do not try to give replies. All you need to do is to act like you hear nothing. When you respond, it means you are very concerned about their judgment of you. You know their remarks are invalid, totally invalid, because it changes you not. It doesn't change you. Okay? So do not forget Paul's statement in 1 Corinthians 4 verse 3 and 4. 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 3 and 4. When he was attacked by jealous peers, it says, now to me, it is a very trivial matter that I should examine, or that I should be examined by you, or by a human tribunal. Look at that statement again. Now to me, it is a very trivial matter that I should be examined by you or by a human tribunal. Look at the end of it. It says, he that examines me is Jehovah. The only one that can examine you is Jehovah. Learn to develop inward strength to withstand unfair attacks, for it pays. When you are mocked, know that you are not the first to be mocked. Learn to ignore. Learn to ignore. Learn to ignore. And let the words of your mockers go with the wind. The option of others, the opinion rather of others about you, about your physical appearance, about your disability, or whatsoever is invalid. It is invalid. It is totally incorrect. Do what is right and keep doing your thing. A time comes when tiredness and stillness of words envelops them, and they are made to look tormentorless. Let me use that word, tormentorless. So, to stop harassment, ignorance is key. Thank you so much for listening to me. See you once again next week. Goodbye.